This might go on the YouTube sometimes, but as I promised that I'll give some of the things which I've been trading the way I've been trading for free. I think this is just the beginning. Can anyone and everyone see the screen, please? All of you can see the screen, hopefully, yeah. Um. Anyways, I hope so. Kami, Night King, you good, right? You can hear and see things as well. The shared screen, hopefully, the trading view. Right. Let's start. So usually, before every week, what we usually do is do a weekly outlook, and that's what you should be doing as well. Now, that's regardless of whether you are trading on the high time frame or the lower time frame. You need to always have a top-down analysis. So a question why people ask is, okay, if you are trading on 5 minute or 1 minute, or if you're on 15 minute, why would you need to do a monthly, weekly outlook? That's the most important thing that people miss. You need to have a top down analysis, right? So where it's not like you check the high time frames every time. It's only when you have a new month. So the monthly outlook, um you only check when a new month starts, right? So every beginning of a new month, or when the month is going to end, that's when you actually start to have a look at the monthly outlook. Why? That's just for us to get a bigger understanding or better understanding as to what's actually happening. And when it comes to me, the main pairs I trade are EU and GU. And how do I correlate? Of course, I use the DXY to trade them, right? So when it comes to the monthly outlook, how do I judge the market direction? Based on two things. One is fair value gap, and right, two is just structure, right? When you say structure, it's about either swing lows and highs, right? Swing lows and swing highs, or in other terms, liquidity, right? Simple as that. So that's what's going to help me understand the market direction, for me to give us an understanding. I do not go and check GUEU until and unless I see the DXY charts, and you guys know the DXY is opposite to EU and GU. Now, when it comes to the monthly time frame, of course, what do you see here? There had been a sell side liquidity being swept, and buy side liquidity was your target, right? And so from here to here, that price action has completed, right? Swept the sell side liquidity, closed with a good rejection. So obviously, in October and November, what is your trading point? You'd be trading from here to here. That is your move. That's on the monthly time frame, right? Now, I'm not gonna go and spoon feed every bit of detail, but all I'm saying is now once this buy side liquidity is swept, and once November closed like this, right? Your most natural target was these lows. I mean, my natural target was these lows, of course, with the understanding that there was a monthly fair value gap here, right? There was a monthly fair value gap here, and this plan of where from here to here price action would come will still be valid until and unless the monthly candle closes below this, right? So for argument's sake, let me just change the color of it. So until and unless this candle closes below this would be valid, because we still have 7 or 8 days left for the month. Although these are not ideal trading days, so we won't be trading. Price can easily reverse from here and push up. So how do we understand what's the price's intention? Is this a key area where the price is going to reverse, or whether the price would continue down? Is by going to lower time frames. That's when you look at the weekly time frame. Now, when you look at the weekly time frame, when you see right this week, what is the price action? Is price trying to do anything at all? And before this week came in, for example, mm, right. So before this week came in, you could see what the price's intentions were, right? This was Monday the first, right? And when it started, and then the next week, mid open high, right? And then did this, right? And then close like this. That's how the week ended. So when you come into the last week, that's when was that? Pretty much, yeah. So the 14th, right? Thinking you want to trade on the 15th. What do? You decide what's the next week going to be. So what's the question you have? It is a whether it is a bullish week or a bearish week, right? That's all. Those are the two questions you need to have in your mind. Whether the next week is going to be a bullish week or a bearish week. And how do you determine that, right? How do you determine whether the bullish or a bearish week is by checking the lower time frames, right? Now, you knew that this week closed bearish, right? So that this means this week closed bearish. We are going to anticipate what this week's going to do. You're going to mark the liquidity areas, right? The previous week high, the basic ones, right? And the previous week low, right? So you have the previous week high, previous week low marked. Now you're trying to look onto the left. Okay, so we do have a liquidity area where potentially we are expecting this move to come down like this until here. But is there any area for the price to reverse? Is there any fair value gaps? No, there is no specific fair value gap as such for the price to touch and reverse. People could argue this audibly, order block, right? So OB or whatever it is, this might be a key area for the price to reverse. If there was a fair value gap, that could be one of the key areas as well. But more than any of that, right? More than any of that, one thing that the price can reverse is after sweeping the previous week low. Right now, we jump into the daily time frame. So now it's very unclear as to what's the next week going to do, as to what's next week price action is, right? But we also have a weekly fair value gap here if you zoom in, right? So we trade from fair value gaps to fair value gaps. So we have a key area here where the price could come open here. So the price closed here, open here, make the high over here, drop down, or sweep this low here and then go up. So how do we know what the price intentions are? By dropping into the daily time frame, right? Okay, there you go. Now, um, where are we? So Thursday, there it goes, right? So we're on Thursday now. That's Wednesday. There you go, Thursday. And what happens on Friday? Friday closes like this, right? Now, we are doing the weekly outlook. So we have marked the previous week low. We have also marked the previous week high. We understand that we have a weekly fair value gap here. We also understand that there is liquidity resting here. There are no any other key levels here on the higher time frame, right? There's no daily fair value gap, anything except for this order block where the price action is already reacting, right? Now, when Friday ends like this, right, you have to anticipate what Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, what the next week is going to do. If you're going to trade on Monday, you have to check whether the Monday will be a bullish day or a bearish day. If you're going to trade the whole week, you're going to anticipate whether the next whole week is going to be a bullish week or a bearish week, right? So when you see Friday trading in between these two, that's when you mark these key areas and then understand, right, now the price is just ranging in between these areas. Monday, either I'm waiting for one of these lows to get swept and then trade, right? So the previous day lows getting swept or the previous day high getting swept and then trade away from into it, right? That is that clear so far, right? So you want to know what Monday is going to do, whether it's going to be a bullish day or a bearish day, right? And then trade according to that. We are also going to mark this daily fair value gap here, right? This one, daily fair value gap here. Remember, I used to teach about from primary draw to secondary draw, right? So whatever it is, you have two draws in market. If you're expecting a bullish week, we expect open, low, high, and then close, right? If it's a bullish week. If it's a bearish week, what do you expect, right? We open, high, and then low, and then close. Simple. So what do I mean by the first row and the second row, or the primary row, secondary row, whatever the names you call it, is either you can trade into the liquidity, right? And then once the liquidity is taken, you trade away from the liquidity to the next liquidity pool, right? In lit terms, that would be it. The same way, if it's a bearish week you're expecting, if you expect a bearish week, you want to see where the high of the week is created. So you are trading into that liquidity pool where the high of the week would be created. And then the next thing would be trading away from it where the low of the liquidity created, and you would close here, right? Those would be that's from draw to draw, right? So one point to the other point. Now, that's where you mark these key levels. Okay, we got a daily fair value gap. And then you think to yourself, okay, if I'm expecting a bearish week, right? Why am I expecting a bearish week? You jump into weekly time frame. Look how bearish the week has become, right? It's bearish, bearish, bearish. Your obvious draw of liquidity is here. So, when you come to this level, yes or no, do you expect a bearish week or not? We're going into Monday, guys. Can you answer? Right? You're expecting a bearish week, right? If anyone else thinks anything else, then you can stop me and say no, right? So we are expecting a bearish week. So if we are expecting a bearish week, what do I want to see, right? The price has closed here, right? The price has closed here. I want to see price making an open, high, low, close, and then drop down, right? Open, tap into this daily fair value gap, and then continue going down, right? Now, what in case if the price takes the buy side liquidity first, can you expect? No, right? You need to change your bias. That's why you need to be fluid with your bias. So when you go to the daily chart, that's when you check, right? We expect what next week to be a bearish week. Oh, we've got a juicy daily fair value gap here, price to open here, make the high of the week here, go down and close. Oh, I've got the best week in my day, I'm all ready, geared up, boom. And what does market do? It does completely the opposite of what you want to do. What does it do? It moves down on Monday. We are still ranging, right? We are still ranging. No worries, take care, physics, right? It moves down on Monday. We are still ranging. And has it been has it swept any liquidity? No, it has just created equal lows, right? Equal lows. It has created equal lows, right? That's what it has done on the daily outlook. Now, what is also done is this daily has closed below this, right? This has created some sort of an order block. Now, if you're trading on Tuesday, what do you think your obvious trades are? If price has closed here, I always told you, if you can predict what the next day is going to be, whether it's a bullish day or a bearish day, then that's it, right? Then you know what to do. So Tuesday coming into trading, right? Coming into trading day, so it's Tuesday. What do you expect, a bearish day or a bullish day? If price has closed here, you obviously expect a bearish day, right? So you obviously expect a bearish day. So if you're expecting a bearish day, why am I expecting a bearish day? Because I'm expecting these equal lows to be swept. I'm expecting for the price to come here, react from here, and then go down. Now, am I just gonna enter into a sell thinking, oh, let me, anyone else can do this, right? Put a stop loss here. No, right? This is not reliable. This is not realistic. So you need to check how the market's gonna react. What's the market's gonna do? Any rejection in the market, right? That's when you can drop into 4 hour and then see what's the price action do, and then that's why you're gonna look for the key time frames and key timing areas, and then see what the price action wants to do, right? Let me check. Um, right. Okay. So you play the first two candles, right? And then you know at some point where this is all gonna end, right? So you switch to 1 hour, right? So you can see when you want to read price action, like that's all good for direction, right? But this looks much better. See, all these equal lows lying, and you can see these highs which have never been taken, right? Right? All these are liquidity. I can keep on drawing lines, but there's no point. Easiest way is for me to mark like this, right? How all that liquidity has been built. But for this liquidity to be taken, right, for all this liquidity to be taken, there should be some sort of fuel. And what's that fuel? That's a sell side liquidity, right? That's the sell side liquidity. So coming into Tuesday, you would be anticipating sells because you want these equal lows to be taken. How do we know whether sells are the obvious thing to see? Is by looking at the lower time frame, what the price action wants to do. You could see here these 1 hour, right? At 1 hour candle closing below these, rejecting, London also rejecting. So what are they trying to do? It's just trying to show us this move that easily this move is tradable, right? Now, if you're on the lower time frame and trying to catch this move, right? Why? Because we are targeting these equal lows. We are expecting a bearish week, right? So we are expecting a bearish week. We're targeting these equal lows, at least up until now, yeah. And what's the closest liquidity point? Are we gonna think, oh, it has created equal lows and it's gonna reverse out of here all the way up to here and create a bullish week? Or do we at least want to see some sort of liquidity being swept at these lows, right? That's when price just closes below. This would be the obvious tradable move for you to land in session to target into these lows. You would partial at the Asia lows, right? Definitely need to do that. Because why? Price can easily sweep this and get into another whole consolidation, do this, get into this, sweep this, and then go down, right? We never know what the price action is going to do. So partial and then play the remaining. So what does price do? Choke. It takes out the whole move and takes all this liquidity with the speed and momentum, right? With the speed and momentum. So what are the normal people going to do? They're going to spam trades. They will be spamming trades, right? Oh my god, it's a waterfall. It's gonna melt. So they're gonna think, okay, this is it. This is my chance to make some quick money, and that's when they start spamming trade, right? So from one point to the other point. So first draw has completed. Agree? Equal lows being taken. What's the ideal? So I'm gonna open this one to see what the week's gonna do, right? So right, so they will show the weekly candle now. So you see this weekly candle now, right? You see how this weekly candle is printed? These equal lows being taken, right? Any questions up to now, guys? All right, no worries. Take care. Take care. Right? These these being taken, right? So you switch to the 1 hour now. You switch to the 1 hour now. What do you need to see? You need to check whether the price action is gonna reverse, right? There's no point now. We have all this liquidity target, and that's this daily fair value gap as well. How do we know the price is gonna reverse? We are not gonna just spam trades. We're gonna patiently wait, right? Patiently wait, and then you see this big rejection. Look at that, right? The moment the price closes like this and people start enticing sell, 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 what does the price do, right? It makes a rejection and close like this, a bullish candle on the 1 hour time frame, right? If it's a bullish candle on the 1 hour time frame, you want to see what the next action is going to do, right? What the next price action is going to be. So that's when you realize, okay, you need to wait until the day ends or what the price action. It goes down again. Now look at this, right? If you it's easy if you put to the line chart, right? See, high low, high low, high low, high low, right? Now you want to see price action at least break this after creating a swing low for us to see a reversal, right? All right. Now this looks like a good key area for me to see, okay, this might actually support higher price action, right? This is where I decide, okay, this is a good key area for me to see price action support higher price action. So what do I mean by that? this day to target all this liquidity. That's what it's going to be, right? Now, remember I told you coming into this week, we expect a bearish week, right? This is when you need to anticipate, all right, there had been equal low swap. I was expecting a bearish week, but there's all these highs that have been created, not being taken. This hourly right swing point has also created a new structure showing some signs of reversal, right? Now, coming into Wednesday, right? That's when you trade. Wednesday, you expect, okay, has Tuesday created low of the day, right? Has created Tuesday created the low of the week, sorry. And then you trade Wednesday, Thursday, Friday the next day. So when do you understand that? You wait patiently and look. When you see price action respecting, remember I told you, right? This is a high that has broken. So created a new structure, new OP, and then price rejecting from it with a bullish candle, right? Price rejecting from it with a bullish candle, creating a new OP, right? Why? See, this is a bearish candle followed by a bullish candle. So that's another high. That means price, this PA is being respected until when? Until at least some sort of buy side liquidity is being swept. So at least until here, you might be able to see some sort of price action. I'm just going to delete this, right? Some sort of liquidity being swept. So maybe once new buy side liquidity is swept, market has the energy fuel to go down, or we have a potential reversal where the low of the week had been created, right? So simply saying, are we going to trade on this day? No, we're not going to do that. We're going to wait until the day ends. And now what do you see on the daily time frame, right? What do you see on the daily time frame, right? Equal lows being created, swept that, close with a rejection. Now your target is these highs, right? Beautiful, beautiful PE, right? Understand, today I'm not going to discuss into entries, but just market direction, right? Now a target is here, right? So we expect, now you think, okay, hold on, I did expect a bearish week, but the price does not seem like it's going down, right? This is Tuesday already, so maybe this is most likely a bullish week, and price would have created the low of the week. So I'm expect Tuesday has created a weak candle with a good rejection. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I'd be trading bullish price action, right? I'd be looking for buys. So that's when easily, right? Easily you see what the next days do. Look at that, right? Bullish price action. Now, after this high is swept, that's what the Wednesday does, right? That's what Wednesday did. And look, when you switch into a 1 hour time frame, right? I posted all these in the group. When this low was created, I posted the chart thinking this highs would be taken. And look how beautifully price action supported this, got supported, and then pushed price action. By the time it got to Asia, it had already swept here. And I told you, once you see these highs being taken, there will obviously be some sort of reversal, right? And that's when either you can trade this move up to here, or once this high is taken, you're gonna trade into, so this will only be a pullback, right? So you can trade the pullback, that is trading away from the liquidity. How do we trade the pullback? The same way we saw here, right? You're not gonna quickly go and jump out of nowhere. You want to have a confirmation reversal. How do you find a confirmation reversal? You wait for a swing high to get created. So can you find a swing high here? High, low, right? High, low, and then, so when do you find a swing high being created, right? When you see structure closing below this. There you go, right? Now, once you get this candle, right? Once you get this candle closing below this, that's when you realize, okay, maybe I can trade away from the liquidity, but for how long? Are you going to trade until here? No, only for a short term, right? That's what people fail to see. If you're trading on the lower time frame, 5 minute, 1 hour, whatever it is, but you need to see the biggest perspective. Why aren't you not holding up here? Because I'm expecting bullish price action. I'm expecting the next day also to be bullish. Because see, rejection, next day bullish. This is another daily order block now, right? Price can, right? Price can react from here. Yeah, price can react from here. There is no daily fair value gap yet, so this is the only point. Price can come down, but maybe only up to here and then push down. Why? Our main target is this one, the daily fair value gap, which is what we are targeting now. But when you go into Thursday, you will mark this high, saying that's the previous day high. That's going to be our target, and that's what we are going to see. So you switch to 1 hour, right? So you have this target, the previous day highest target left. So you catch this move, right? Once this closes below this, you're going to trade this. You wait for the timing, of course, right? You trade during the timing. New York setup, A plus B plus setups, right? New York open or the trap setup, and then you trade into here, right? And then what do you see here again? So 1 hour fair value gap. How do you see price reversing? You want to see price respect, right? You want to see price respect. This is what I have marked as well. You see price respecting bullish price action, pushing, reacting, pushing, reacting. So then, coming into Thursday, I thought price would be easily simply take out, right? I wanna show you how price action does not always do things which you expect, right? Why did I think this was a strong low that the price would not take? Because you can see here, price reacted, right? Reacted from here, pushed the price up. Price reacted from here. These are RBEs, right? Relevant break even points, which I've taught before. Pushed the price up, reacted to the fair value gap as well. So I was thinking it's gonna push up. And what did actually price do? Right? We had big news, remember, right? So I caught this move, took partials, right? Simply, right? Took partials. Why? Because I wanted this to support higher price action. London Open, partials, and then I closed on the evals. I closed on the lives, but kept on the evals. But what did price action do? Kept so close, right? This is human psychology, right? Greed. We wanna wait until we are proven right. So I was, like, oh, this is so close, obvious draw. This has to get taken somehow. And then what news came? Boom, boom, right? News came, and then went with this back, right? This big bearish drop to do this, right? To do this. What is this? This is what we call a manipulation, right? Um, Right, but now we swept the high and closed below, so we expect a bearish day. Which one, bro? Swept the high and closed below this one? No, okay, wait. I think you're talking about the previous day, yeah? This one. Yeah, no, we swept the high and closed below. What about this one? In compared to the previous daily candle, we have closed above, very strong. We have closed a point above the previous day's high. So isn't this bullish? Now, this would be a bearish day if price is reacting from somewhere. Is price reacting from somewhere here? No. If price did this here, right? Very good question. If price did exactly that this scenario over here, daily fair value gap, rejection, price close below. Now, then you're right. Then we think about bearish day next day. But how do we confirm bearish day on the next day? By going into 1 hour time frame and looking at changing structure. Agree? Agree, yeah? Understood? Yes, I hope that's it. Okay, cool. Right? So you need to always look at the left, and look what the price action wants to do. Like by this point, you need to understand what are the price action intentions. close to the rejection here, okay, showing me bullish sign. So can you remember the range I've been telling you, right? Range low to range high. All this is consolidation. And there is no fair value gap here. So if range low is taken, where's the price action going to go? To range high. Unless if there's something here to stop the price action. So we got the confirmation rejection. Next candle is also bullish. Now next candle is also bullish. But does that mean you cannot trade this move? Once this buy side liquidity is swept, can you not trade this move? Of course you can, right? Of course you can. And that's the move you trade from here to here, right? And then after that hits, I am a pro trader. So what I trade pro directional, right? So I trade this move, right? That's the move I traded once the day started. Asia, and then why? Because I'm looking for these highs to get taken. After taking partials, New York, you expect USD to be weak, right? These months, I hope you guys know that. So USD weak news would be weak. So most likely, what happens? This one big drop, swept this liquidity. This is how fundamentals and technicals you need to use it together. Now, just because USD news is weak, does that mean your technical analysis, your mechanical outlook would be different? No. For me, this all seemed like manipulation or an inducement, right? This was all an inducement for what? To tap into the remaining last amount of energy that had left, right? Into this fair value gap, sweeping this liquidity, right? Into this fair value gap, sweeping this liquidity. Because why? Can you see how all this is a swing high to swing low? This is all one price action. This is one whole price leg, right? Does that make sense, guys? And this was all ranging. So when you put to the line chart, it'll be visible. All one price action and swept. And now it's now you have two things, right? Now you're like, okay, what's this day done now? You go to the daily again. This is Thursday. Remember, Lobby asked me inside the premium, right? Okay, Gori. So, what's your outlook for Friday? What's it gonna be? Is it bullish or bearish? What's gonna happen, right? Now, the daily close like this. Now, you tell me no name, right? Because you asked me, what do you expect the Friday to be? Is it a bullish or a bearish day? Yeah. You expect most likely the next day also to be a bullish day, right? Simple as that. This price action wanting to exactly, you want this price action to push up because closed bullish, nothing swept. This had been just a ranging candle. But once this candle closes like this, what do you want to see? You want to see some price, okay, inducement, manipulation, whatever it is. You want to see price action respecting bullish price action. So you're not going to trade, of course, today. You're going to wait slowly. What's happening? Then you realize, right? You realize once it comes, now this fair value gap had got inversed, right? Remember, this fair value gap had got inverse, and then you realize, okay, this is just all an inducement, right? All an inducement or manipulation. So you can jump into M15 and it'll be clear as well. So it's all an inducement. Look how swept candle and then pushing price up, sweeping this liquidity, creating new order blocks and pushing price up. So on 1 hour, what do you expect? So you can wait until Asia plays or the Asia would be taken again. So you wait. There you go. Asia comes in, right? And boom. The moment Asia closes like this, you know where the obvious next draw of liquidities are gonna be. All these will be taken, and that's when I told Lobby, right? Okay, so we're expecting a bullish. We want this high to be taken, so you're gonna look for buys, and that's when you caught the buys, and that's it. Take partials here, right? And you're gonna hold till here. Yeah, you can if you want to, you can. But as you know, we were going towards the end of the week, Friday. You can take partials and hold till here. That would be the better option. But this move is all what you need. This big bullish candle. Once you have a major buy side liquidity swap, you can expect some reversal. Now, you guys tell me When do you expect reversal? Okay. Am I looking for a reversal now? No. Now do I look for reversal? No. Because why? There is no swing point created. Now am I looking for a reversal? No. Price is just consolidating, right? It's just building up. Now this high had taken, right? This high had taken. Now if I want to see price action going down, what do I want to see? I want price action to close below this. Would you agree? Would you agree, guys? Yeah. If I want to trade down now, I want to see price action below this. If I want to see price action going up, I want to see price closing above this. You see how I trade my ideas now. When the next candle closes above this, okay, it's a bullish candle, I'm gonna trade up here. If candle closes below this, okay, it's a bearish candle, I'm gonna trade below here. That's my thought. That's how I think, right? Right. When this does, then you can maybe think, okay, right. So price action is bullish. Maybe I can catch something, and then that's what I do. But by this point, I had taken all partials. It's for the end of the week, towards the Friday, and then I had given up. So anyone else who's looking for reversals, who would be like, okay, no, I want PA to close below this. I'll wait for New York because this is not a trading time. It's right, not any time within the sessions. So rejection here again, right? Rejection here again. But you do understand, right? This is the only move you would need. For example, let me just go into lower time frame just to show you. So what did I tell you? If I want to trade higher, I want to see price action close above this. So price action closed above this. Now I want to look for a trade. If I'm getting into a trade, I want to see a POI, a point of interest, or order block, or a fair value gap. So I expect this price to get respected and pushed up. So I go to what? 5-minute time frame, look for it. Okay, here is where our key areas where we check, and the price action goes down. Rejection, that's where you would enter into the trade. Until when? Until at least some high is getting swept, right? And then that's when this guy gets swept. And so, like I told you, you either catch this small move from here to here, or you catch this whole move, take partials, and then just wait, and then realize on lower time frame, right? This is all a build up, finally to get induce and go down. But it's all a topic on another day because we are talking about market direction. Now what do you see? Right? Swept, close below. Now for me, I want to see this getting respected, right? Candle closures below. Too many lines. Sorry, I want to see this price react and then drop down at least somewhat. It's very late in the day, but that's what I expect, right? And boom, there you go, right? This move is all you want, guys. This move is all you want. And you trade from to here. That's it. So look how you waited patiently without anticipating a reversal here. You wait for the next candle. Right, with a big rejection close below. Now is price making a pullback. Remember, our final draw is here, right? Price has not tapped in yet. So whatever you're trading, it's just a pullback. It's counter trade. And that's when you realize, okay, boom, wait for the timing, wait for New York trap, and then whatever it is, and then boom, that's the move you just want. So either you entered up here after this swept in this 5-minute fair value gap, right? And then you're trading into there, whatever it is. But basically, that's how you look at the price action, right? Or market direction, and then you can see how beautiful price action created the low of the week here, and then traded against the Thursday, Friday. We have a daily fair value gap here, so you can anticipate what the next week's price action is going to be, most likely. So did this week just become bullish for us for the next week to continue being bearish and then tap in here, or is the price action actually going to go here? Or okay, weekly candle range, this week closed above bullish, are we expecting price action to reach here? Then once this weekly candle reaches here, may create a high and then go down all the way down here. What do you think? That's how you think. You need to always think, ask yourself question, and look at the lower time frame price action to see how the market direction is. uh, any questions before I give the mic to PGV? Okay, good. Thank you. Kami, you okay? You can type if you cannot speak. Okay. Um. Yeah, understand. Okay, cool. So PGV, you wanna speak something? You wanna speak about how you've been trading, just superficially, and then tell what made what changed. Changes you made. You're the caliber trader. Many congratulations for your big payout, bro. Really, really happy for you.
Thanks, man. Thanks, man. How are you all doing?
All good. It's good to hear your
Everyone
voice.
is good?
It's really, really good to hear your voice. Finally, a happy voice. Otherwise, every time I speak, bro, I don't know what's happening, man. But I'm really happy that you have a great Christmas, man. Hopefully, big things are coming for you next year.
Yeah,
We
man,
want to
definitely. I
also
have
have
plans
an
for
idea
many
about the
things.
prop firm you're trading. I heard good reviews about it, but let's keep that for a separate discussion. Just how
Yeah.
have things been? What has changed? So general short quick idea, but we'll have a detailed interview with you on another time because I want to speak to you and maybe have a chat with Lovi and Mehul as well. So I'll give you all each your own space for your own time to take through regarding some of the trades you've been taking. What changed you from being unprofitable to profitable and all those stuff. But just give us a superficial talk about 5 to 10 minutes, just a rough idea as to what's been going on.
Actually, what thing is, I consistently took every entry, every trade setups
Your voice is
that
breaking,
successfully
PGV. Could you
track plan.
speak to the mic a bit clear? Sorry, bro.
Yeah, just a minute. Is it audible now?
Yeah, much clear. Go on. Sorry.
Yeah, okay. So it's a long journey, bro. I have switched everything to copy trading because risk management I can't focus on.
Okay.
So what I had means I created a demo account and made make entries on the demo account
Okay.
followed by the master accounts. So this what helped means
To help
increasing
you
lots of
psychologically.
yeah psychologically and unwanted losses have been removed. First of all, that's the major issue I have been facing because you know that our entry models we can see everywhere, right?
Mm.
And instantly triggers us to go to press the button
Mm.
buy or sell like that.
Yeah.
And I stopped that. After that, my risk management I controlled it to 0.5% to 1%. That
Mm.
helped me most. You,
Mm.
it's like I found really a good way to handle over trading and over staking money on the losing trades.
Mm.
You know that I found a way to stop that. That's the
Amazing.
only it helped me to be
Yeah.
successful.
That's
It's
amazing
not
because you've been having it's only the psychology that had kept you, that you've
yeah
been tilted,
exactly.
over trading, hungry. That's everyone's problems these days. Everyone's, including
But
mine as well. Yeah.
one thing that stops us means I think it's leverage. Over
Mm.
leverage will kill us. Definitely,
Mm.
if you don't trust, if you don't think about it, definitely it will kill your accounts.
Mm.
1 is to
Mm.
100 is way too big, man, for
Mm.
our setups. So
Mm.
what I did is I set my demo account to 1 is to 30 or 1 is to 20. Like that,
Mm.
I have set my leverage.
Mm.
Even I think I need to place more lots or a higher number of trades. I can't
Mm.
execute it.
Yeah. Yeah.
This this helped me very huge. I can't even imagine that it will make my risk management in top notch.
Mm.
Literally, this the only thing that helped me to get the payout.
Amazing, amazing. I'm so happy for you, bro. So happy. What
So
pairs have you been trading as well?
gold only, bro.
Only gold. Yeah, amazing,
Yeah.
amazing. Yeah, that's
So
so sick.
so this made me literally, if everyone who is very very affecting with proper without following the proper risk management or over trading like this, try this.
Mm,
Just
mm,
reduce the leverage, keep the account with the low leverage and trade it for it.
mm.
Definitely you will see the results. That's what
Amazing.
changed me.
Good
Yeah,
to know,
man.
PGV. Really happy for you, man. Hopefully we'll have a separate session with you. It'll be an interview. Hopefully, I have few questions, mostly with psychology, and then we'll discuss about how difficult times you used to
And
have.
one more thing is, I will
Yeah.
say, build confidence over your strategy, not about like okay, someone told this, some like we did
Mm,
in old days, right? You need
mm,
to believe it even if it
yeah.
goes in loss. If you
Yeah.
face the consecutive losses in five, I have faced the consecutive losses 8 in a row.
Oh, that's
Really,
amazing. That's amazing to know. Look at
that's
that.
that's
Mm,
the huge thing yeah, I have faced
mm.
consecutive 8 losses
But
in
you
a
stuck
row.
to your strategy, innit? You stuck to your strategy.
Yeah, yeah. But when I look at my evaluation funded account, at
Mm.
that time, I just lost only 2.5% only.
Mm.
Nothing more than
Despite
else.
the 8 consecutive losses, you only lost
Yeah,
2.5%.
yeah,
Amazing.
exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
This made me, really, bro, this only risk management made me successful. Nothing else.
Amazing. It comes down where some people are really hungry to make quick money. They want to
Yeah,
make money
exactly.
within 1 month rather than waiting for some time, but they end up trading every single month and then end up trading more time, spending more time than the usual amount rather than being patient. So
Yeah,
I
exactly. And
that's
it took me around, I have started around July month. I have started this account and got payout in December only, bro. It's
that's
very long
still
journey.
take care no name. That's still fine, bro. That's still 1K. You're averaging 1K per month. So
Yeah, exactly. I
that's still
followed.
that's still better than nothing. Last year you zero, right?
Yeah,
Last
man,
year zero,
exactly,
and I'm
exactly.
pretty sure there are people, rather than you waited 6 months for that payout. This is just a beginning, right? Just a beginning. Now you have confidence. Now you are confident to buy more accounts, stick to your strategy, and even if it means like waiting for another 6 months, but this time it won't just be 4 or 5K. It will be double that amount because you have the game plan. You have
Exactly.
that idea. Anyway, I'm
And
really, yeah,
one more thing is, don't focus on the money. Don't see the numbers. Don't check
yeah,
the it NTP or like something. You just need to hope the trade. I took the A plus setup. I took the
yeah,
best trade. Okay, I
mm,
didn't take any unwanted trades, and I was hoping to, like, it need to go TP, like it need to go for a profit only, like that. Don't wish like that.
yeah,
Execute your plan. Do the exact strategy what you have planned for it. Like
yeah.
don't take unwanted trades, bro. That's it. That's the main thing.
Amazing. It's not easy to tame gold and trade gold. That's not something I would ever trade. But
Yeah, man.
definitely
Because
you have I think you have faced so much of problems with gold, so you decided, no, I'm gonna somehow beat gold. And I'm really glad that you got that talent to to tame gold, and I really hope you achieve more success with it.
due to huge size of the account sizes, when I trade in Euro and GBP,
Yeah,
I face a commission. Okay, I
yeah,
told you the consecutive 8 losses in a row.
yeah.
That literally made around only 2.1 to 2.2 percentage
Loss,
losses.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
but
Mm,
the extra 0.4 percentage came from commissions only.
mm, mm,
So that's when I realized, okay, in huge lots carries huge commissions.
commission,
So
yeah,
that's only I in funded I have faced only. I only trade in gold only because
mm,
gold is literally very good. Literally
yeah.
very very bullish. and something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. It respects price action
Yeah,
and market
yeah,
structure
exactly.
clearly.
Respect price action.
Yeah,
And one more thing is, due to the US news shutdown
yeah,
in gold, it followed a consistent volume, bro.
yeah,
The
yeah, yeah.
consistent volume.
Definitely. Yeah,
No
yeah.
low volume, no
Agree.
consolidation much like that.
I agree. I
But
agree.
in evaluation phase, I traded euro and GBP. Really,
Mm, that's good.
I don't want
That's
to
good.
lie that.
Yeah.
In euro and GBP
Whatever
only, I
makes
have
money,
got the
bro.
account.
Even if you trade peanuts or Bitcoin, it's all the same. As long as money hits the bank, that's what matters. And you have a proper strategy, proper structure. Any strategy works in any pair. It's all about tweaking, here and bit.
Yeah,
You need to be a bit flexible as well. It's really, really nice having you here, PGV. Hopefully, we'll have a separate session to
yeah, man.
discuss with some
Sure,
of the
sure.
trades which you take. Of course, you don't need to give your source in, but we'll discuss as to how you see the market, why you think gold is good, and all those stuff with a bigger crowd. You deserve all the credit. Yeah. Cheers, guys. Any questions before I go off? And thank you for coming. I think he's the only outsider who joined. Um, See you. Bye bye. Take care. Yeah. Majestic, thanks for joining as well. See you. See you guys. Bye bye.